Afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Twisted Guy. How are we doing out there, cupcakes? Probably better than Mars Pond is right at this moment in time. Oh, so there'd be no and you today because my head is all over the place. We had an absolutely no, can't. Hey, you, Kopi's Boy, chatting bubbles. I see you. This girl, see my man Kopi. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. Tell me Twisted One said, yeah. It will tickle him pink. But anyway, me and Ma, we've had a brilliant day. Well, had a brilliant day. We took a drive out to Water Bracknell to pick up some plants and some grass for the main pond. Also some PP and hydrogen peroxide. Ma really treated me to two new fish. And I know what you're saying, but you're treating your three tanks. Yes, but I've got a fourth running. And guess where they are? an, okay, an Aoki and another Yamazaki. I bet you can't guess which one's which. Anyway, yeah. So anyway, Mars dropped me off. We've had a drink. She's come home, and she must have been home about 10, 15 minutes. She's gone to go outside, and like, why is there no sound? The screws that my dad had put into the brackets to hold the Tempest, the bottom bracket. Now this is a stainless steel bracket, four screws, and the four screws on the bottom give way. And not only has the Tempest come off the wall, it's also taken out one of Mars' big aces. So at the moment, I'm in the garage drilling the brackets so we can put some beefier fixings in. But it means we might have to go back out to get some pipe fixings because I think half of my stuff is down the farm at the moment. But yeah, not what we expected to find when she come home. But I'll take you out there in a minute. Let me drill this hole, and then we'll have some fun. But yeah, gets me round to though. Put you up here because you're gonna stay there. Stay put. Stay put. Stay put. Right, if I stand there. Ta-da! No. Right now, this has happened to Ma, and it has happened to a few people that have bought aftermarket 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 brackets for their Tempests. I got four of the fuckers, and only one is on one of these brackets. But I beefied the holes and I beefied the screws up on them. I have not had a single problem or issue with the original brackets that everyone complains about on my Tempest. I've never had this issue. But yeah, Ma came home and shit herself because when she went outside, good job I made sure that the pump wasn't sitting on the bottom. Otherwise, all of the fish would have been, yeah, they were sat in a handful of water. So don't forget, guys, if you're not running a float switch and you are pump fed, do not put your pump flat on the floor because this happens. Yeah, the bottom screws. Sorry, I brought the Mexican with me, so I walked down, give her a walk. I won't be able to walk home, that's for sure. I'm fucked. But yeah, guys, honestly, if you're going to get these aftermarket brackets, they only have teeny holes on it. Now you think how much weight of water is in one of those Tempests while it is running. Yeah, small skinny screws not gonna do the job properly, which is what's happened here. Anyway, I'm gonna drill this last hole and then I'll pick you up outside. So yeah, I've got pipe work I'm gonna have to fix and sort. All four. One, two, three, four. All sheared, but I've drilled that one. That one was on its way out as well. And as you can see, Mars Acer has been skittled, is a word for it. But like I say, guys, the pump being up off the floor is what saved the fish. We're just topping up now. But yeah, hopefully I can join this pipework back together just temporarily for the minute so we can get it back up and running. But the nature pond has never looked better. That big female tench is in there, and she is a big girl as well. A few little ones from the forest. There she goes. She is huge. We'll have to find a home for her at some point in time. That one and the other tench that are in there. Anyway, I've got to try and get this lifted up now. I'll be back to you in a bit. Well, my little fruit bats, it looks like we're going to have to take another trip to Bracknell tomorrow. Oh, I gotta love it, and yeah, I'm going to need a couple of solvent weldable hose tails and some bits and pieces. But honest to God, guys, look at these screws. I'll spin you around and I'll show you what they look like screwed in. And I actually found 2 out of the 4 heads. So here we go. That's the screws he used. And yeah, focus, Vincent. Sheared off completely. So I've replaced them with these. I'm going to have to come around with the angle grinder and cut these off. But you've got 8 of them in there now. So yeah, that ain't going absolutely nowhere now. So that is cushy. But what I think I am going to do is get some kind of strap around the Tempest itself. Zoom it out, you dickhead. Yeah, I'm actually thinking of getting a couple of straps and putting a strap around the top and the bottom just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. So I've had to, that's a return pipe. I've had to zip tie that up high because even though the slide valve is shut, that pipe is still filling up with water. So as soon as Mahs filling it up, it's quicker it's coming out of there. It's fucking crazy. Slide valves really do. They're all right for holding water back for a little while, but after that, yeah, they're shit. But you use what you can afford. As one of the golden tench, and the male is just underneath. There's the big female. Absolutely lovely piece. Yeah, so we might be looking for a home for it's 3 golden tench and 2 normal tench and a few rudd. But there she is down there. For a pondfish, she's a big old girl. And she started off life same size as that there Shiro down there. So yeah, we're going to have to pick this back up tomorrow. But I will pick you lot back up when I get home because A lot of the painting is finished. The new tank looks, oh my word! And we've got 2 new fish to look at as well. So, yeah. It's alright. You don't have to worry. You're not going to have to walk home. Yeah, Nanny's going to take us home in the car. God, she is such a pansy, that dog. She really is. She's busy big bollocks during the day whenever the door goes or anything like that. When I take her out for a walk at night, mate, she is the biggest coward going. But yeah, he seemed to be alright. So that achiever there is Fatty. That was the one, that was Dad's favourite fish. That is coming home to the towers. As is that beautiful Kamonru, New Forest Koi Kamonru. Absolutely. And then we've just got to find some homes for the Kajaku, the Ginra and the Chiba, and the big Deutsche Renji, so then Mark can get some smaller fish and start it all again. But yeah, back to you when we get to the towers. Well, that's the pond running on the skimmer, which is about just under halfway down. Which, if there was ever a problem down here, the water would only ever drain down to that point anyway. But we won't be going back to Bracknell tomorrow because we've just found exactly what we need on eBay, not eBay, Amazon, and they will be here Saturday. We just need a couple of solvent weld hostels, a couple of couplers and a 45, and then we'll get that back up and running on Saturday. But yeah, I'll pick you back up now when we get to the towers because we got some fish to look at. Well, my little fruit bats, what a fucking day. I mean, you couldn't write half of this shit, I'm telling you. Got back from Mahs. She has a cup of coffee. I stood down here chatting and I opened up the door. Sister Susan cut the fish in there. What? And it's all quiet and I can hear this whirring sound. And I'm like, no, 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 no. It was half the water gone out of here, the pump whirring away to itself, the easy pod's still half full. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go. Now I'm looking round. I know what I've fucking done. Just before I walked out the gate to go to Mum's, I was like, fuck, fish in them bags and they hadn't been gassed up with oxygen, so I couldn't fucking leave them in there. So I cut the bags, dropped them in, and I looked across. I thought, I'll open the valve, this one, to get the old bog filter working. Thought nothing of it. I left the fucking drain tap open. Not bad. So two new fish that were probably stressed anyway because they've just been moved about. I've now had to hit them with half a tank's full of fucking fresh water because I left this tap open. But we shall get them in the bowl. One is from, we'll try it again. One is Yamazaki and the other is Aoki. Now I am going to have to send a picture to the lesser spotted one of the Aoki because I'm unsure on whether it's a Kikikikuru or a Deutsch Kajaku. Yeah. So let me go and get the bowl, make sure it's clean, and we'll put them in the bowl. I've got the other tray ordered today, so tomorrow I will get a blade made. I've decided I'm going to put a water blade on it. So I'm going to use the last of the Eric One prototype lid, and that is going to make me the spillway for my bottom tray, because I've had an email from Royal Mail saying that a parcel will be coming tomorrow, and the only parcel I think I'm due is one from not Glorian, from Tiger, with a wave maker type thing in it, which I am going to try using in here to see if I can get some of that fatness off of them with a bit of a flow. And it doesn't just do a straight flow, it could do pulses, it does this, it does that. So I'm waiting for that to come. It could be that. If it ain't that, then I haven't got a solid clue. But we will cross that bridge tomorrow. The main bridge today is let me get these two in the Booaroo, and we'll go from there. In fact, before I get the bowl, don't they look so much happier? In fact, we'll have to flip the light on. These in here are looking so much happier. There are a couple that are going to need a little bit of attention, I think, but I'm going to be speaking to Ricky, and I might even put some salt in up to 0.3 just to kick them along a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, they're all up and swimming. And we'll do some more scrapes in a day or two, and then I've got PP and hydrogen peroxide now, so I've got that there waiting if it's needed. That grass there is coming there and going to the other. We've got a call coming in. Be back to you shortly. Right, yeah, so we're going to move that one over that side, and then that new one we've got there, which is a different type of colour. It's the green and white more than just green, and that one's going to go in the middle. But we're going to be doing that tomorrow, no doubt now. But yeah, they are looking a damn sight happier. And I tell you what, I've got the drum on bypass at the moment, and fuck me, can you tell the difference? Honest to God, you can tell the difference. And I know the window needs a clean, but yeah, you can tell the difference. And would you fucking Adam and Eve it? How the fuck did it manage to get it dead fucking center? Fucking blows my mind. But yeah, like I say, I want to get that bit done, and then I want to get second coat round the window, because all of these walls are done now, and then I can then go from there round to there, and then give that a second coat at the same time, and then we got to start tearing the toe side tank down. Woohoo! Toe side tank tear down. Got to keep you occupied one way or another, haven't I? Anyway, now be down. Let's do some fish in the bowl. So here we go. We've got a really nice metallic and yet another Kitsuru. Now this one reminds me of the one I've got in the main pond. When I first bought that one, it looked all pale and insipid, very much like this one, but it held its yellow very, very well, and it's from the same breeder, and that is Yamazaki. But this one here, this one is Aoki. it's got that bluish under the skin, so I'm not sure if that is going to be Kikiryu or Kajaku. But I will speak to the lesser spotted one. So here we go. The first two into the new Longblock tank. Oh, there goes me fucking bung. Oh, I have to sort it out. John's going to have to stay on bypass for a little bit longer anyway. But there we go. Two in there. And then we'll get the air source heat pump switch back on. And like I say, once I get the other tray on there, bring that up with a spillway. It's going to look banging. Get a length of CLS from Wix. Get the last of the shelves in where they're going to go. And then, like I say, it's a toe-side tank teardown because we've got to take the top down to make it the same as that. Which also means that I'm going to have to cut this top stone here so that I can get a length of decking all the way across. And then we can then get the old sliding windows in exactly the same. And then it's just a case of making a nice solid panel door so we can get some Koya or something up there. Yeah, a damn sight happier, which makes me a damn sight happier. And when I know that the tank is scraping clean, then we will start shifting the ones back into, I mean, that needs to be on heat. So does that. And that one. And definitely that one. And that one. In fact, that one. And I can't wait to get the jump switch back on. Well, it's not that it's switched off, it's just not running as effectively as it's supposed to. But that one there, that one and that one in there, they all came from Bracknell last year. That one, same breeder, but came from exclusively Koi via eBay. But yeah, there's a few in here that are going to be moved on. Just need to get these parasites knocked on the head. So yeah, everything's looking brighter. Everything's looking brighter out the back with the new colour. And I've got to say, I do like it. I do like it. And that is me for today. I'm going to be down Mahs tomorrow, helping her with some plants and pots and stuff and bits and jobs she needs to do around the house. And we'll go from there. But as always, guys and girls, don't forget, like, share, subscribe and all that schmizzle. I've been Twisted Coin. You out there, you know you're great. And we'll see you in a day or two. Nice.
That's all, cupcakes.
Yes, makes it all worth it.